Episode 1 of the Back to Basement series on gold and silver. Enjoy. What is up, friends? This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trade Agent, doing a little segment here I want to call Back to the Basement, not Back to the Basics. I want to kind of bring you guys in on what I'm up to during the day and how hopefully I can show you what I'm seeing through the charts, through my perspectives, and just kind of give you a little insight of what I do and how things are run. Anyway, on that note, let's get into it. All right, as we start back to the basement section of this video, people are always like, why aren't you in the office? Why aren't you upstairs? Why aren't you in your beautiful house office space? And I always tell people, well, we had our floors replaced 3 times. I moved back and forth multiple times, and then I just stuck to the basement. And when people say, well, the basement, why would you? To me, it's a perfect office. Got my gym, got my golf simulator over there, got my workbenches, storage. I really don't care about being, I'm not expecting guests to the house. If I'm ever doing real estate stuff, it's definitely more based on in-person meetings. And then, I have so much crap sometimes. Again, if you guys know, I do collect baseball cards and memorabilia. Here you go. We're into the office. The computer setup, as you guys and gals know, there's tons of screens here, they never end. And let's do this. Let me show you guys and gals what I'm looking at. Let me try to find something to secure. Actually, I'm just gonna hold it and we'll roll through it. Hopefully this looks okay. I apologize for the shaking camera. But here's the Discord room. Bottom left, daily chart, hourly, 10-minute. Here is all the stocks I'm watching, as you guys know. Here's the second page, which is more of a every sector, tons of stocks. Now again, you have multiple workspaces within eSignal. The reason why I love eSignal, I've got all my charts and lines drawn on, and literally it'd be almost impossible to replicate this on any other platform. So they have me trapped. If eSignal, you're listening, congratulations, you're always collecting tons of money off of me per month. And it just is what it is, because to redraw this would be a nightmare, and I don't want to put anyone into that situation. All right, I just wanted to talk about a few things real quick. The GDXJ, a lot of people are freaking the, out. Check out the weekly here. We're breaking below recent lows. If you look at the daily, maybe you can see it clearly here. This has been the chop zone. Now we're breaking it. The only problem I have with this action is look at the volume. It kind of sucks. However, I did see something on the 10-minute today at the close that was a little bit of an anomaly. What do you notice here? What do you notice? You see the high volume, tight action, right? Basically a doji with huge volume. Now again, that's tough to say for sure how that's going to play out, because this thing has had these anomalies. But if this was like a J-hook reverse chop and flop, it just seems logical to me that at a certain point we're getting pretty blown out. And now everyone says, well, what do you think about the sentiment? And I'm like, the sentiment is getting pretty bad. There's a lot of people I follow, and actually I don't really follow. It seems like FinTwit just knows that I like following gold stuff, that maybe this stuff is going to blow out. And you can see, here's the, previous zones of reference, the floor. Taking out the floor is definitely going to wipe out the sentiment. That's the one thing I really want to talk about in this video, and the back to basement kind of belief here is that if gold here, I'm pulling up the GLD daily. I apologize, let me zoom out. If gold is making a higher low, and you do have maybe an anomaly here, not really that one, but I would say more of like these 2 days, it's really tough because there's not a ton of interest. And I've told this to people a bazillion times at this point with gold. Like, you had a premium built in because of Ukraine, and that premium is kind of unwinding, and the dollar is rising. The seasonality sucks. It's just not that... It just, we said you could be in purgatory, and this is purgatory. Think about it. Like, so many opportunities to trade other things, And if you get caught in this purgatory, I've been there, I've been in it. I got in it, I think last fall, popped, came back. That was the best opportunity. Then it went. So I guess this is the point of this video, is just back to basement's gold purgatory. Could it be ending? I don't know. Let's pull up silver. Hopefully this helps and looks decent. I'm just kind of winging this. Silver, look at it. Shaking out the lows. I mean, but it's been making new lows. Look at the weekly. You're at the 200 week. You can see it right there. You look at the monthly. I mean, it's just been a big sideways consolidation pattern. Ding, silver. Speaking of, it's tough. Because what I don't like about silver when you zoom it out is it it looks like just a big up move, consolidation, and flop. That's why I've been saying 17 to 18 range. Do y'all see this where my mouse is moving? I think that to me would be a nice support zone because you got a ton. It's the start of the next VAP zone, because essentially from like 19 down to like, I'd say, man, shit, even down to 17, like that $2 gap has no volume to support. So if you're the market makers, think about it. There's really nothing. You're just a bridge to the next inventory zone. So I hope this helps. That's what I'm looking at. Now, again, if we bounce short term, people are going to be like, you were wrong. You're such, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we'll come to it later in the year. I have no doubts about that. Because, again, if the market bounces, maybe silver does bounce, I don't know, up to 21. Maybe it gets back to this old, like, 20, mid-20s. It just doesn't really seem that exciting to me. So, I appreciate you guys and the support. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm always available if I'm around. I appreciate the support for the wife and family, because I know, a lot of people know that she's been feeling under the weather, and it's been another thing to watch and pay attention to. And one of the things I always tell people who are trading, like, if your family is a distraction, meaning that it's something that's going on and you can't handle it, close your positions. I can handle it because I think I've been through this before, which I know, I understand. I give her my full attention when I can, but I don't need to think too heavily on trading, because keep in mind, I have all my notes laid out. I have all my theses based on evidence. I really don't venture off of those theses. It's all very simple. Remember, simple is better. Less is more. All right. Talk to you guys and gals later. Hope you like this little segment. Maybe I can focus on some other ones if you have any questions, particular trades, setups, fly fishing, whatever you want to talk about. Talk to you later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.